the vibe is people experiencing homelessness.
It's so problematic.
It's gross.
Yeah. How often do we hear dudes talking about the fact that they get injectables?
Yeah. Frankly, some people need to. When you have to revenge dress, it confirms for me that he got dumped.
Yes. Kanye is forcing the Gap to sell his Yeezy collection out of trash bags.
Yeah.
This is so shocking to me because usually when you launch a collection, you want it to be beautifully displayed. You want people to have an experience when they walk into the store. They see it beautifully lined up, maybe on fancy hangers, like those wooden ones.
Of course.
But no. Now, if you want some of this collection, I'm imagining it's going to be like Hunger Games of just people going into the bags trying to find their stuff.
Like, you could go to a garage sale down the block from where you live and have things displayed in a nicer way than Kanye. And I'm talking about someone's used, like, hairbrush with their hair still in it, but it's still nicely on display.
It'd be like symmetrically lined up to the toaster that still has crumbs in it. But it would be displayed properly.
And then here's Kanye West, an alleged billionaire, selling his in a garbage bag. Like, I don't even know how much it costs. So I'm like, first of all, rummaging through, have to look for my size. After I've gone through the effort of finding what my size is, then I'm like, okay, price tag, I don't know, out of a garbage bag. And it could be a $100 t-shirt.
I bet you it's gonna be like $250.
Yes, all that work for $250. People are stupid.
Yeah.
If they do this, if they actually go and buy, I think it's dumb.
And the worst part, the people working at Gap can't help the people coming in.
Because it's his aesthetic, his vision.
I'm an innovator, and I'm not here to sit up and apologize about my ideas.
I don't understand it. Kanye really confuses me sometimes, and I don't want people to go buy it.
There's also that whole thing where he was like, the vibe is people experiencing homelessness, which is...
It's so problematic.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Because these are people who need help. Nobody wants to be experiencing homelessness. So, you know, for us to like put on the clothes or have this experience where we can, I don't know, tourism through homelessness.
And he's making money off of that experience?
Well, listen, if he was doing it to make a political statement like, you know, homelessness is being such a problem, we need to deal with it, and then all those funds are being redirected to housing programs and social programs that help with the crisis, it's legitimately a crisis, I get that. But no, this is actually just an artistic thing.
It's gonna be mayhem. It's gonna be gross. It's gonna be icky. You're gonna have all these people in the same bag. Feel bad for the staff at the stores.
Save your garbage fashion, and to the people who will buy it, you're dumb. Joe Jonas is my fave this week. Not something I expected, but it's because he admitted to using injectables in his face, which, congratulations, men.
Yes.
You can be truthful about this.
I want consistent results. I want something that keeps me, well, looking like me.
Women are a little bit more open about it, but even then there's still like some stigma around injectables. But when it comes to dudes, I mean, how often do we hear dudes talking about the fact that they get injectables at whatever age they're at? I mean, you look at Joe, he's 33 years old.
Yeah.
And he's like,
hey, I've got fine lines. Not a big fan. So you know what? I'm gonna do something about it.
And he seems really happy and jazzed with the results.
But he works in the vainest industry. I mean, these are celebrities. They're on camera all the time. They're on social media all the time. So for a lot of time, we've been hearing about women and girls starting early as maintenance. Like the whole thing is to get it done before you need it. And Joe at 33, as you mentioned, is seriously jumping on that train. I don't need it yet, but I'm getting into it and admitting it. Like, look, not everybody has to do it.
Yeah.
So this is not about forcing it on people, but if you're gonna do it, why not be honest? And frankly, some people need to. Can I just say?
I mean, like you said, Hollywood's very vain.
Yes.
So, you know what? They love youthful energy.
I
and
agree.
There's stuff you can do.
That is what Hollywood is.
Yeah.
But frankly, I mean, I am always on my husband, night and day. Can you please moisturize? Can you please at least, you know, get some Korean skincare products on? Because the issue here is that I am staying the same.
Yeah, you haven't aged since the day I met you.
And he is getting, like, I don't want to look like a sugar baby. I don't want to look like I am, you know, the so young girl hooking up with the gross, like, old dude. So Joe Jonas has done me a favor. I am going to show his this video to Yasik and be like, listen.
Difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of life-threatening conditions.
Do you think he's gonna be down?
I think he should be more open.
Okay.
Like, I mean, listen, we're surrounded by men in the studio operating our cameras, looking at our faces. I would like to turn the camera around on the men and be like, hello, would you like to
Are we down?
Dylan, who's my camera right now. Dylan, let the people hear you. Will you be down with injectables?
Hell no.
Okay.
I want to age gracefully.
Dylan he wants to age respectfully. This is the problem. That's the stigma. But we're getting it right there. Is that judgment that somehow if you get an injectable and you're a dude, it's not respectable. It's not manly. It's not
real manly.
And I love that Joe is attacking that.
We're changing the game.
More Joe, less Dylan.
More Joe, less Dylan. But I do think it's important to note he is talking about this because it is a brand partnership. Like, he's getting paid to talk about it, but I do think there's some truth there.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, if I could get paid for my truth, and here is my truth. I got Botox for the first time 3 months ago, loved it. Baby dose, 21 cc's, here and here. 2 shots here, 2 shots here. I am about to go again in 10 days before TIFF, because you know, we gotta meet the celebrities where the celebrities are. If I could get paid for what I just said, I would too. Why am I mad at Joe for doing the same thing?
Also, side note, Joe's 33, I started at 30 preventatively and said, I want baby Botox.
There you go.
And I tell people, and I'm like, this is what I have no shame.
If I could go back, now that I know it, like I loved my first experience with it. Got it for the first time at 49. Now that I know, I would have started at 30. Anyway, the point of the story here is my husband needs Botox.
Yasik, we love you.
Under no circumstances should you attempt self-diagnosis or treatment based on any of the general information provided on the show.
Michael B. Jordan, we know he's broken up with Lori Harvey. And the energy that he's sending out is, I have to say,
just give it to me, be honest.
Parched. Thirsty.
Parched, yes.
I mean, listen, I'm not complaining because I like the tight and right that we're seeing, but here he is at the Lord of the Rings premiere. First of all, he's not even in this series. He showed up to a premiere for a project he has nothing to do with I'm
so confused when I look at this.
Yeah.
So it's a Chanel vest.
Great.
But I look at it and it feels like a craft project gone wrong. Like, I look at that and I'm confused because it looks like it should have sleeves, but someone at the final hour was like, you know what, where are my kitchen scissors at? Let's make this a little more interesting. MBJ wants to show off his muscles, which again, I have no problem looking at your muscles. They're absolutely perfection. But the fashion choice is just a little bit odd. I think it's horrible.
Look, again, I'm not complaining. He's hot. But what I see when I look at it is revenge dressing.
Yes.
And when we talk about revenge dressing, a revenge dress, a revenge body, we typically refer to women, right? When you break up, you head out in the tightest, shortest thing you can find. You show all the skin. You show all the breasts. You show everything, and you show them what they're missing, whoever you just broke up with. Like, the vibe that MBJ is sending out is,
hey, Lori Harvey, here's what you're missing.
which, when you have to revenge dress, it confirms for me that he got dumped.
He definitely, I mean, have you seen the pictures of Lori lately?
Right?
She looks happy. She
That's
looks
not her
comfortable.
energy.
You look at him on that carpet, look at his face.
Not a dumper.
No.
That is a dumpy.
Yeah.
And look, again, it's not embarrassing to be dumped. We've all been there.
Yeah, and it sucks.
I'm just saying, from a gossip perspective, that's the hint I'm taking.
Okay, so Zoë Kravitz says she knew her and Channing Tatum had a connection before they ever met. And when they did meet for their new movie, they started dating. So I guess she was right.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're celebrities. They're not just like regular average people.
No.
She kind of knew Channing, knew of him, saw his movies, read articles about him, maybe even watched interviews.
Yeah.
But I kind of love that she still made it happen. Manifestation at its finest.
Listen, as you said, they're obviously two hot people. When two hot people get together, they're gonna smash, and it's gonna be hot smashing.
Yeah.
But there has to be more than that, right?
Yeah.
It has to be like a mind chemistry. Clearly, they've been together for a year. And so what he said was like, she saw something in me for this role, for her directorial debut, that was against the type that I'm usually cast in. He's usually like playing the Dumbo, himbo dude, right?
Kind of stupid.
Not very well spoken.
Yeah.
You know, he leans into that, but he said about Zoe that she saw something in me that could play a dark character, a sinister guy. And I think that's an ego booster.
Yeah.
You want that. You want someone to fall in love with you because you're more than what the world thinks. And I think that is the key.
Yeah, because for so long, people saw him and were like, awesome,
Yeah.
hot guy who can dance.
So
and
romantic.
then Zoe was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's something more. I mean, how refreshing.
There is an elephant in the room here, or I should say there is a pussy in the room.
Give it to me.
Because the name of the movie is The Island. And Zoe says, I refuse to compromise on the title of my movie. It's Island, Island, Island. But imagine when they have to sell this movie and they have to promote it. They're on Good Morning America, 8 a.m. television. Robin Roberts goes to Zoe. Zoe, congratulations on your movie, The Island. Good morning, everybody.
It's kind of great. I think
great.
it's kind of why we love Zoe so much.
poster in
She's
the
so
background.
bold. She's herself, and she's unapologetic when it comes to her work.
Anyway, viewers, The Island will be out in 2023. Watch The Island, directed by Zoë Kravitz and starring Channing Tatum. We have to talk about Blackpink. They're back.
Yeah.
The new song, Pink Venom, it's, as the kids say,
A banger.
I mean, this is huge. People have been waiting because they took a 2-year hiatus.
and this is only their second studio album. Big anticipation, and they've come out strong with this single. And the visual,
Oh, I can't get enough of them. I look forward to
can't get
their
enough.
music. I look forward to their fashion sensibility.
Makeup.
And this is just the beginning. I mean, the album, the tour,
Yeah.
also the VMAs. I mean, they made history when they were at Coachella, so I feel like they're gonna bring it really, really big on that stage.
this is just such a perfect time for them to really take over. Blackpink is already huge, right? They're the #1 followed artist on YouTube.
Wow.
Think about that. More followers than Justin Bieber, more followers than Harry Styles, more followers than even Beyonce on YouTube. This is Blackpink.
got goosebumps.
But they are about to take over, and they're gonna take over me. I will be in Blackpink cosplay from now until the rest of the year. This is a promise.
Okay.
The makeup, the hair, everything is gonna be Blackpink inspired. So
Okay,
get
I'm
ready
gonna
for
hold you to it. I look forward to it. All right, Kylie Jenner hopped on a TikTok trend where you reveal a name your parents were considering. Turns out she was almost called Kennedy Jenner. Kennedy.
Kylie, Kennedy.
Not a big swing, but I also feel like when you're called something your whole life, it's kind of odd to all of a sudden be like, well,
Yeah.
what if I was called this?
Who would I be?
Yeah.
Would I be a different person?
Maybe.
Miley Cyrus was Destiny Hope.
Destiny Hope
Huh.
Cyrus.
You know, could it have been Supreme Court Justice Destiny Hope?
There is an alternate universe
Would
somewhere
that
where
have
maybe
been
that's
who
true.
we? Yeah.
My mom almost called me Penelope.
Okay.
Which I was raised in a French household. So, Chloe in French is Chloe, Penelope is Penelope. And I'm like, I just don't vibe with Penelope.
Penelope.
It reminds me of like a horse's galloping, like Penelope, 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 Penelope. I feel really good about Chloe. Like, Mom, love you, thank you, you have my back.
I would be tempted to call you Penny or Penne.
Oh.
But apparently in some languages, penne means penis.
Oh.
So maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, not worst thing to be called.
Island and Penne. That's where we're at today.
That is where we're ending the feed this week. But hey, drop us a comment. Let us know the name you were almost given or your reaction to Pink Venom, because it's a hit.
And listen, I want to know how people feel about shopping in trash bags. Comment below.
Okay, while you're here, check out our new interviews with the cast of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon.
Plus, don't forget to hit subscribe. You don't want to miss anything. And next Friday, we're going to refresh the feed. We'll see you then.